California's Central Valley produces more than half of America's fruits, vegetables, and nuts. It's also home to a large number of immigrants that make this feat possible. In 2018, DC Design began working with the Central Valley Foundation to improve early childhood education outcomes for English language learners. The goal was to understand why many English language learner families weren't enrolling their kids in pre-K, and then to work with 4 school districts to develop strategies around recruitment and design new initiatives that would improve outcomes for these families.
I went to each of the 4 districts that were given a grant by CVF, and I interviewed stakeholders. These were mostly parents, moms of kids, a lot of them Spanish-speaking moms, and they told me about their lives. And I heard some of the things they celebrated about these districts and these preschools, some of the things that they wished were different, some of the things that made it really hard for them to get the education they wanted for their children.
We held our own listening circles with parents, but when DC Design came and interviewed parents at our preschool, at our elementary school, some with and some without preschool students, some of the areas that came up, and you heard today, areas that came up about potty training, letting their children, go into preschool, and transportation, it really affected how we wrote our grant.
The interviews that DC Design had with our families and our community members were 100% the reason why we went the direction that we went. We wanted to meet the needs of our community, and so we said, okay, what are their challenges? And so we took their challenges and we created programs based on that.
We're now 1 year into our work with these 4 school districts in the Central Valley. They developed entirely new initiatives, new classes, new programs in order to meet the needs of the English language learner families that they serve. And in many ways, they're on the cutting edge of pushing forward early childhood education.
This work matters because children are our future in the state of California. The demographics are different today than they were 10, 15, 20 years ago. We need to prepare our systems and our educational institutions to be able to serve these children and families, because these are the kids who are going to be leading our state, our school districts. They're our teachers, they're our lawyers, our doctors, our bakers. It's our obligation to really help them and give them the supports that they need to be contributing members of our community.
I guess I just want to say that I feel these sessions that we've had through our foundation and through DC Design have been really productive.
This year, we actually started our enrollment increased a lot. I think we're at capacity in 1 classroom, and we have 22 in our other AM, which last year we were struggling even to get 10.
I think the prototyping was extremely useful, again, because there are enormous needs.
It helps really frame the conversation to be productive. So you walk away from the meeting feeling like we really accomplished something, and not only have we accomplished something, but we have a plan moving forward. In fact, we have an immediate plan to say, like, what are we going to do tomorrow? What are we going to do next week? What are we going to do next month?
The DC Design Day actually is what got us started, because we were kind of floundering as we had a transition between leadership. And so I definitely benefited from coming here to Modesto and having a meeting with DC Design, and it really narrowed in my idea of what we were supposed to do and opened my mind up that yes, I can own this, and yes, I can do things on my own and make a difference.
I just want to thank DC Design and Central Valley Foundation that allowed us to bring all our districts together and help us with our journey of helping our second language learners.
On several levels, I've been not only impressed but inspired. It's been a wonderful, wonderful journey, and we're looking forward to continuing it.